Here we are. It's Saturday, the 14th of September. I'm conscious that the wheels are turning, and I'm conscious that I have cancer, and I'm conscious that I am undergoing chemotherapy at the moment. And frankly, the number of medicines and tablets I'm on it's kind of mind-boggling. You know, I'm taking not as many tablets today because my oncologist consultant advised me at the weekends to take what's called transfer factor and mushrooms also, like shiitake mushrooms, which actually do help with the digestion quite a bit and help with detoxing. You know what I'm finding? I'm finding that it's very difficult to not eat chocolate and to not eat sugar, to not consume sugar. I like sugar and I miss sugar. And I realized that I had some ice cream yesterday and had some chocolate. Not actually a lot of, I had some sugar-free chocolate. But man, did it upset my system, and I just felt tired as a result and lethargic and weak. And, you know, I get so much information from so many different angles and so many different messages and so many different people that it's kind of mind-blowing. It really is. I think back to when my father, Hugh, also had cancer, like, I think it started in 2018. I can't remember the exact year, to be quite honest. You know, Olga would remember the year when he had melanoma, and thankfully they caught it in time and they amputated his little finger, and he lived with half a little finger for at least 10 years, maybe longer. And then cancer came back to get him, and I think it was liver cancer that got him in the end. But genuinely, I can't remember. My older brother would know. But when I think to myself about how he managed with the meds and how he managed with the side effects and how all of us manage when we're on different types of medication and different tablets, like I'm taking things and I'm thinking, what the hell am I taking this for? Why the hell am I taking this? And just maybe I just need to fast. And then people are recommending cinnamon sticks and aloe vera crystal, and that's going to help you and that's going to change your world. And then other people are recommending fasting, and it's just hard to know. And then a doctor buddy of mine that I was out on a walk with yesterday, like a massivai pragulka, as they say in Russian. Lots of people, probably about 200 or so people. Maybe not 200, but about 120 so people were on the walk. And getting some advice from my friend Alexander Shishonen. And what he said to me, try to walk 10 kilometers in the morning and 10 kilometers in the evening. That was his advice. When I asked about the scooter or the bicycle, I was kind of shut down and said, no. You need to be walking. Because good for the organism, and protein shakes. And it's just, it's mind-boggling. It really is mind-boggling trying to figure out what the hell medicine you need to be taking. So what I'm going to do is I am going to continue taking the number of medicines that I'm on at the moment. My next oncologist appointment, there's a scan basically on when is it? It's the 21st, I think, of September. I have to check the date, but 21st or 23rd of September, whatever. 21st is the Sunday, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is, yeah. And the 22nd, there's a meeting with our local, there you go, tired, in the middle of the day. And I've walked about 3K already. I'm going to get out my bike now as well, because oxygenation of cancer cells is effective and helpful. Yeah, 22nd, I meet our oncologist and understand what is going on with this little chihuahua, as I like to call it, chihuahua inside me, which doesn't have a name. Chewy the tumor. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, see what's happening there. And then myself and Olga are going to have a break for 4 days in a place called Altai, which I'm looking for. Altai region, like mountains and rivers and that type of thing. So hopefully there'll be some walking and maybe even canoeing and kayaking. I'm not too sure what we'll be doing, but we'll see. And then I am going back for more bloods on the 30th of September and more chemo on the 1st of October. The situation in my mind is, do I keep taking this chemo? And if I refuse to continue with the chemo, where do I go to get these scans, these PET scans and these CT scans? Because I know dear Neil Morrow Farrell, who survived cancer and who beat cancer and got through it, refused chemo and had a number of chemo sessions and a number of radiotherapy sessions, and then fasted and did all sorts of different treatments, some alternative, but some just not no sugar and just looking after himself, and CBD was part of that mix as well. But where did he go for his scan? So I must ask his partner, or Evelyn, and see what she thinks about the whole thing, because it's a lot, it's a lot of stuff to be taken. So that's where we're at, that's where my head is at the moment. It's the middle of September. Like, I'm working away, I'm pushing and trying to get my teachers work and trying to get me work, and thankfully I have quite a bit of work at the moment, which is great, and getting the teaching business back online as much as possible, literally online and moving, and as well as that, continuing as I usually do with my acting and my writing and my creativity side of things, which does involve helping people come to Russia and advising people about that and monetizing that. I'm just figuring out at the moment how that is all going to be monetized, but that's a work in progress. Que sera, what will be, will be. So that's it, yeah. Just thought I'd share that. And what's going on in September? Let me check the calendar for September before I go, because it is September and it is a new month. Relatively new month, and I only printed my magical calendar today. And what does it say? If you're busy, allow yourself to pause and take a break. And how true that is. Allow yourself to pause and take a break. So it's been 6 minutes here, long time, but you can fast forward through the video because that's what I do sometimes. So ciao from Russia with love.